Hey, what's going on, everyone? The fine people of MVP were gracious enough to send us some plastic and test them out. So I hope you enjoy. We are testing out the Plasma Crave and the Fission Tesla. Just to gain some perspective on different flight patterns, we're throwing a couple other Craves along with the Plasma. As you can see, the 157 gram gives you a pretty big turn, even in a slight tailwind. And then a little heavier, the 165 gram. Not quite as much turn, but you can see just a pretty nice S right on the fairway. And then the new Plasma Crave. This thing really bombs. You have to kind of get after it at that weight, I feel, in a tailwind, because it doesn't turn as much as the other ones, I don't believe. It holds really strong. So I put that one on a little bit of a hyzer release, and it didn't really want to pop up. It just kind of rode it out a little bit.
Stable.
That's a good shot.
Stable.
There it is. Yep. Oh, no, it hit dirt. It wouldn't skip.
Here's a couple shots from my local course in Northville, Michigan. That's just a little bit of a turn, and then a very predictable fade at the end. Put me close enough to birdie the hole. Or you can do standstills with them, and they'll hold a hyzer very well. Basket's right over there behind those trees. This one I left in. I threw this one pretty low, just an accident, but it gives a really good skip forward. Also put me within putting distance. Short hole, but again, glides really well in that plasma plastic, and it grips really well in the hand. That was probably my best shot of the entire day. I have the basket at 330, and it put me right within the circle. And then this one, I went to another park. I have quite a bit of headwind, just to show you how it holds up with hyzer flips. Still wants a fade, still wants to fight back. Very predictable. And next up, we have the 148 gram Fission Tesla. As a comparison, I have it next to the Volt, and you can see it's quite a bit more glossy, really shiny, but it still has the same feel as the other Fissions. And you can see the shoulder's a little bit lower than even the Plasmas. It's got a lot of dome on it. There it is compared to the Neutron that I have in my bag. And then again, I threw some other ones just for some flight comparisons. As you're about to see, the other Teslas that I'm throwing for comparison don't turn nearly as much as the Fission. Probably because of that lower shoulder, just the dominess of the Fission. So this one just holds straight and then fades pretty hard. Just like this Neutron Tesla does. Granted, it's a little bit heavier, but that thing is really beat in and it still wants to fade hard. But then you get over here to the Fission Tesla, and this thing just wants to go far. It glides and glides and glides. I can't believe how much turn you can actually get on this. I never thought you'd be able to do that with a Tesla. Just a huge S. Again, the basket's at 330. I think I was putting them, both of us were putting them about 330. Had a couple throws that went maybe 20 feet past the basket. Again, there's a little bit of tailwind. Not much to really affect the disc, but that one looked like it was released on a little bit of a ante, and it still wanted to fight back. It's got really good stability to want to fight back at the end. And this one, I think, I really tried to torque this one over and just see how much turn I could really get out of it. And it still did not want to turn and burn. It still fought back at the very end. So, that's a good thing. Then, again, if you want to do some standstills with it, this is a short hole, about 200 feet, I believe. A little bit of headwind, and it still didn't want to pop up or anything. It just held and faded really nice and gentle. And then back at my local course, just showing you can power it down and throw some pretty big hyzer shots with it. It'll hold it the whole way. Yeah, I just can't get over that dome. That thing's crazy. I hope they all come that way, because I could see myself buying a couple more. Insane how much turn you can get, but still not super flippy as far as like turning and burning. It just has beautiful turn to it and nice kickback on the fade. Again, I went back to that field with quite a bit of headwind. You can see I can really flip this thing and get it to turn quite a bit. Pretty predictable though. Do it a couple times. This one faded a little bit harder, and I put it behind the swing set. The basket was at 330, so probably about 20-30 feet behind the basket. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.